The SText routines are generally used to place the commonly used text elements, text notes, general text, and callouts. Users often find that they want to place text or callouts with the same or similar attributes in a design file. The SText routines are designed to streamline this process so that it is not necessary to set the attributes as well as the actual characters each time the text elements are placed. On the uSMART menu, choose Map, SText, Place to open the SText Place dialog box. To get started, open a profile file under File, Open. Profiles are divided into types, and each type can have multiple items. Types or items can be added, deleted, or sorted under Profile. To add a type or item, choose Profile, Add. To change the name, simply click on the name and make the changes you wish. New items will inherit the settings of the copied item. To delete a type or item, choose Profile, Delete. To sort the types or items, choose Profile, Sort. To place text, click in the window and start typing. Text can also be copied, or a text file can be dragged and dropped into the SText Place window. We will show the drag and drop later in the video. Text can be placed as text or as a callout under Mode. Callouts will be shown later in the video. There are numerous options for the text direction type. Key In allows you to specify the text direction. Manual allows you to place the text and rotate it to the desired direction. Parallel to Element allows you to place the text parallel along an element. Perpendicular to Element allows you to place the text perpendicularly to an element. Tangential to Element allows you to place the text to a tangent point on an element. If the text snaps to the opposite side you want it to, this toggle button flips the direction by 180 degrees. Offset allows you to have the text placed at a distance from the origin. It can be done at a specified offset or manually placed. This toggle button will place the text repeatedly at a specified interval along an element. To open the Per Profile Settings dialog box, choose Per Profile under Settings. These settings are applied to the current profile item. The Attributes tab is used to set the color, font. Please note, the text size is located at the bottom of this window. Level, and class. Backgrounds can also be set here. The X and Y offsets allow you to increase the size of the background. A border can also be added with the background. It is important that you save desired changes before closing the DGN or changing profile files. Under File, Save. Unsaved changes will be lost with no warning. Either change the unwanted settings or reload the file under File, Reload. This tab is used to set the orientation and the text origin. Use the Origin button to change the text origin. Text can be placed vertically, backwards, or upside down. View independent means that the placed text will always face the user, even after the view is rotated. As you can see, the view is rotated. Well, that means the text will be placed facing the user at that rotation. The Format tab is used to set the character formatting. Text can be made bold, and/or italics. You can also specify the slant of the italicized text. Text character spacing can also be changed. Expand between means the default character spacing will be increased by the value entered here. Fixed interval means that each character will have the same spacing. This value is also entered here. Line spacing, paragraph alignment, width and indentation are also set here. Let's drag and drop a text file. To make this line of text into a paragraph, click the Auto Wrap toggle button and enter a width. This is where you can set the line spacing. Alignment can be set to centered, right aligned, justified, or justify all, which will make all the lines fill the specified width. The indentation can be set for the first line of each paragraph, and the size of the indentation can be set here. It can also be set to hanging, which will indent all the text under the first line. The General tab is used to set the text incrementation, scale, and origin offset from the cursor. Numeric incrementation will either increment the last letter in the text, the last number in the text, or a number in the text. SG system incrementation will increment the last letter in the text, but exclude the letters I and O. Under Scale, the text can be scaled to a different size. You can key in the scaling factor you want to use in X and Y. This button will lock the factor, or you can unlock it so that you can have different factors in each direction. The other option is to manually scale the text, like this. Origin offset means that you can set the distance the text must be placed away from the cursor in the X and Y directions. The Under Overline tab is used to place underline and overline text. You can either use the text attributes or set your own. Offset will place the line at a specified distance away from the text. The Tabs tab is used to set up tabs and/or tab stops. The backslash and T characters symbolize a tab and won't be shown as text. Tabs can be at a default width, or choosing stops will allow you to specify the position of each tab. Important to remember, always add one extra position. 1, 2, 3 tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. This gives a width to the last column. To change the position, just click and enter the new position. The alignment for each tab can also be set here. Tab 3 will right align to Tab 4's position. That is why we added the extra tab. Widths or stops will place the tabs at the default width, unless there is a specified width. Callouts are configured under the Callout tab. To place callouts, choose Callout under Mode. This is a simple callout. The symbology of the callout can be changed here. There are various frame options such as circle, triangle, hexagon, and rounded rectangle. Frames can also be filled with a color, like this. There are a few settings regarding leaders. We will show you a few of these settings. Under Type, you can have no leader, a line, or a curved leader. There are numerous options for the number of data points on the leader. If none is selected, you can enter the leader direction and distance, which will be fixed. Here we are using one data point. Two data points, and multiple data points. Use the side option to specify where the leader is attached to the frame. Auto All will attach the leader to the closest side. Auto Left Right will attach the leader to the left or right, whichever is closest at the position percentage. Top will keep the leader attached to the top of the frame. Fixed portion will add an offshoot from the callout that the leader attaches to. The fixed portion can be perpendicular or orthogonal. The start position can either be set to ID, which will be the first point you choose, or an average of the selected points, or from multiple points. Users can choose different terminators. Here, we can change the size of the terminator. This is a normal arrow. You can also have a filled arrow or filled circle. To add leaders to a callout, choose Add Leaders under Method in the SText Place window. Click on the callout and add the leaders. To edit a callout, choose Edit Apply Current Callout Settings. Make the changes you wish, and to apply the changes, any MicroStation edit routine can be used, such as Move. Now we will look at the Z option button. If no override is chosen, the callout will be placed at the current active height, while the leader will be at the height of the selected point. From start means that the callout and leader will be at the height of the selected point. From current means that the callout and leader will be at the current active height. Here's how it will look. This flat toggle button will put the entire terminator symbol at the height of the selected point. Here's how it will look. If we select multiple points from start, the callout will be at the height of the first selected point. If we average multiple selections from start, the callout and leader will be placed at the average height of the selected points. There are various callout methods. We've just looked at the generic method. The snap method adds user-defined information about the snap position in the callout, like coordinates for example. Choose snap under method. There are various S-point methods. Information about the S-point is added to the callout, such as the name, coordinates, and user info. These options are very useful for labeling culverts and manholes, as the invert level, pipe diameters, etc. are automatically extracted from the S-points. S-points can be selected and will automatically be inserted into the text. Choose S-point name and info from single to make a callout for one S-point. Choose S-point name and info from multiple to make a callout for multiple S-points. Choose S-point name and info from first, Z separate to make a callout for multiple S-points, only giving the name, info, and Z value from the first S-point and the Z values of the other points. Overrides are used to apply changes to specific text in the SText place window. To open the Override Settings dialog box, choose Override under Settings. Overrides are split into generic and specific overrides. Generic overrides are applicable to every profile type and item in the profile file. Specific overrides are applicable to specific profile items. In other words, each profile item will have its own specific overrides. These specific overrides are only available for this item. To add an override, right-click in the relevant window and select Add. The same applies for deleting and sorting the overrides. The added override will adopt the name of the last created override and increment the last letter of the name. To change the name, simply click on the name and make the changes you wish. To delete an override, right-click on it and choose Delete. To use an override, highlight the text in the SText place window you wish to change. Choose the override you wish to apply. The changes that will be made are marked in red. To apply, click the Apply to select the text button. This shows the beginning and end of an override. As you can see, if you already have tabs set up, you can change a specific group of tabs.